Hey everyone, Emeka here for my self-publishing blueprint, and this is going to be another story of one of our student successes. I have Ahilan here, and I'm really excited to sit down with him and chat because he's somebody we kind of go back a little bit. We'll get into that story exactly how we met in a second, but he's somebody who I think a lot of people are going to be able to relate to. As we were just talking before the interview, that his struggle, he just struggled, but boom, then it hit, and his income really started to explode. So, Ahilan, welcome to the channel.
Thank you, Emeka. Thanks for having me.
Excellent, man. Hey, so let's start off with when you started. No, let's back up. Let's talk about how we first connected.
Okay. Initially, we first met. It was in a different group, actually. I was in a different group at the time, and a lot of people were giving me a lot of misinformation in regards to how to set up payment options. Because being Canadian, we have to jump through a few more hoops.
Yes. Yes, we do.
So people would give me misinformation left, right, and center, and then you just came out and messaged me, and you told me to try something, and I tried it, and it worked. And from that point on, we connected. I found out you had a course later on, so I followed up with that. You never shut it down, or you never sell me, cross-sell me, or anything. You're being genuine, you helped me. And I'm like, you know what? He's helped me this far, and yeah, from there we connected.
That's excellent. So let's talk about your publishing journey. You said you took a few courses before you ended up with the blueprint. I want to know, what was your income like? How much success did you have in those other courses out there? And then what's your experience been like with my self-publishing blueprint so far?
It's a good question. My income, I was in the red, man. I was in the red, right? I was burning a lot of money, hiring writers, and not really, it wasn't necessarily the writers, but it was the niches I was in, right? The niches I was targeting, very saturated niches and things like that. And my income I started in February, actually. I remember it was actually $2 in February. March, it was about $40. April, it was about 60 or 70. I'm talking KDP, by the way. And then I eventually joined your course, and then I gradually started to progress even faster. And then eventually by August, I hit the 1K mark.
You hit your first $1,000 month in August, and that was only, you said it was late May or so you ended up signing up for my self-publishing blueprint?
Yes, it was late May.
So just a couple months, and boom, you ended up having your first $1,000 month. Okay, now I know those other courses you're in. We won't mention them just out of respect for those people. But why did you struggle there? What made the difference with my self-publishing blueprint? Because there had to be something that changed for you, that clicked on why those other courses were not helping you. So what was it?
One of the biggest things, I think this was mentioned before in another interview you did, it was actually just having someone there who's in the trenches with you, who's actually doing the process with you, not somebody who's way up there, right? Who's done it, set it and forget it, right, kind of thing.
Right.
Whereas you're with us, you're in the process with us, so you can relate to us, you can give us advice, current advice, up to date advice. So that was the biggest difference, I think.
Awesome, man. No, that makes a lot of sense. Hey, let's talk to the people who might be struggling, who might not be figuring it out, because I've been there, you've been there probably longer than anybody. Maybe not longer than anybody, but you made it known in the Facebook group, your frustrations, your struggles. Yeah. You were asking for help. Can you tell people, what was it like going through that? And why didn't you quit?
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, frustration. It was just frustration, just really frustrated. The reason why I never quit, I never gave up, and I was so determined is because seeing other people's results, seeing is believing, right? And just being surrounded by like-minded individuals. There's a saying, iron sharpens iron. And that's what it was. And the biggest thing for me, even though a lot of my books or a lot of books didn't take off the way I wanted them to, I still made sales here and there, and that just showed me that, you know what, these books aren't successful, but they're making money. They're still making money regardless. So that means like I'm doing something right. I just gotta adjust. I just gotta keep adjusting until I get it right. And lo and behold, August, I got it right.
That's awesome, man. Now, hey, the other groups have Facebook groups. Why was ours different?
You know what? I would have to say your Facebook group, like people there genuinely, currently, they genuinely want to see succeed. You know, and it's not too big. It's very active, like you said. It's very active, and just they're great people. They're great people.
Without the Facebook group, do you think you would have ended up having the success that you're achieving right now?
That's a great question. That's actually a great question. You know what? If I had to be honest, no, probably not. Or you know what? It'd probably take a lot longer. I should say it would have taken a lot longer to get to where I was.
Right, because the skills were there. You were learning. You were just making the mistakes, spending more money, making more mistakes. Eventually, you probably would have figured it out. But being able to ask myself questions, you know, some of the other members' questions probably definitely helps speed up the process as well, huh?
For sure, for sure.
Let's talk to some of the new publishers who are just getting going. What are some of the things, some of the lessons that you learned that you'd want to share with them so they could also achieve that first $1,000 month?
Sure. The first thing I'd have to say is don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be shy. You know, I think the stupidest questions are the ones not asked.
Yeah.
Number two, don't go for oversaturated niches. You know, you wanna specify your target audience. And number three, quality. You know, you want to aim for quality books. I mean, it only takes a handful of one-star reviews to destroy you. Number four is just consistency. Keep progressing, be optimistic, and just be consistent with what you do.
That's awesome. Hey man, I'm gonna put you on the spot right now. You building your email list properly?
You know what? This month, September, was more of my passive income month. I just basically spent my time just watching my income coming in and just trying to figure out this email list thing. I still haven't really got it together, to be honest with you.
You gonna get on that?
I'm gonna get on that.
All right, because you know that's something we push hard inside the group, right? Making sure you're building that email list so you can continue to market to your readers, build relationships, and ensure that you keep your income growing up and it doesn't become stagnant.
Very true, very true.
Hey, what about, we'll wrap things up here, but if we got people, they're looking at thinking of purchasing my self-publishing blueprint, they're thinking of purchasing maybe one of the other things out there, what should they do and why?
You know, I would say, go for the self-publishing blueprint. I think right now it's one of the best courses on the market.
What would make it the best course on the market? Tell me what I need to improve on.
I guess add more content to it, because
Cool.
I guess maybe add more content to your course. I mean, because what I've learned from my experiences, there's more to it than meets the eye with this publishing thing. There's a lot more things to it. I mean, you give a great template, which is all you really need.
Yeah.
But for people like me, or people who struggle, I guess the more detail would be nice.
That's awesome. Ali, inside the Facebook group, I'm always asking for feedbacks like, hey, which lessons do you guys like? Which lessons do you hate? What could be better? What could be better? So, I appreciate you. I'm not going to edit this out. This is going to be in the interview. It'll be up on the channel. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. And yes, I'm working on some lessons. As you know, I'm working on some more lessons to keep bringing value and keeping the content up to date, because really, I think the other courses are kind of more outdated as those people are just not publishing their books anymore. So it's important to keep stuff up to date for sure. So anything else you want to add, my friend? Nope. Okay, no worries. Hold on, I'll just redo that. So anything else you want to add?
Thank you. Thank you.
That's awesome. Hey man, thanks so much for taking some time to talk to everybody on the channel. You know, anyone, are you available to help if people, you know, they sign up, they join the Blueprint? Can they reach out to you to ask questions and get some advice from you?
You know what? I'll tell you what. Post on Facebook group, and I'll do my best to answer that question on the Facebook group.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thanks so much, man. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.